I've been wanting to make a mayonnaise video for quite some time now. So today, not only am I going to show you how to make a delicious mayonnaise in record time, we're also going to make it today's focus on Taste Test Tuesday. Mayonnaise is one of my favorite condiments, but I very rarely buy it at the store anymore. So today I wanted to know if I could truly taste the difference between store-bought mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise, and mayonnaise made from freeze-dried ingredients. So if you guys saw my grocery haul, I have 3 different kinds of mayonnaise. I have a mayonnaise that I bought from the store. I have mayonnaise that I made from freeze-dried eggs. And I also have mayonnaise that I made from eggs that I got from a farm stand market just up the street from my house. So at the end of the video, I will show you how to do it, so keep watching. So the first one is store-bought mayonnaise. You probably thought I was just gonna eat it like this, huh? No. I was trying to think of a recipe that I could make that would really showcase the mayonnaise, and I thought long and hard. I scrolled through Pinterest trying to get some inspiration. I did see a couple of videos over the past week, and it gave me some inspiration. So I am actually going to make a Mexican corn salad called Elote. Now I'm going to make this Mexican corn salad 3 different ways. The first way is using canned corn and store-bought mayonnaise. The second version is going to be a homemade from fresh elote salad. So I'm going to use corn. It is store-bought, but it is not frozen. It's fresh corn. I cut it off the husk, and I grilled and sauteed just to try to get a little bit of color on each one. And I made homemade mayonnaise from an egg that I got, or from eggs that I got from a farmstead market up the street. And the third version is a freeze-dried version. So I made mayonnaise using freeze-dried eggs from Thrive Life, and then I made it exactly the same. And I'm also using freeze-dried corn, which I've never had before, so I am super excited. So the recipe's been divided into, I want to say the recipe has been divided into thirds, but it's not. The fresh onions, cilantro, jalapeno, and the habanero, they're all going to be fresh in all 3 recipes. The only thing that's going to be different is how we made the mayonnaise and the type of corn that we are using. So what I have done is I have labeled the underside of each of my paper plates, so I couldn't see which version was which. I kind of just played musical chairs, and I'm going to try to figure out which one is store-bought, which one is made with fresh homemade mayonnaise, and which one is made with freeze-dried mayonnaise. So let me, I got a hairball mouth. That's not on the taste test today. All right, so let me turn you around and show you what the salads look like before we go ahead and taste test each version. Right here we have version number 1, version number 2, and version number 3. I just topped each one with a little bit more cotija cheese, chili powder, and a few leaves of cilantro. Okay, so this is how I kind of have it all set up right here. All right, so I don't know which version is which. Just so you guys could see, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix these, and let's do a taste test. All right. I'm curious to see if you guys knew which one was which. And since I move them all around, it's probably going to be impossible for you to tell now that I've switched them. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this one here. Now I did take all of the corn and threw it on my flat top outside just to get a little color on each of them, and hopefully some more flavor. It's pretty good. I added a habanero along with the jalapeno. I leave the seeds in because we like spicy food. This is really spicy and it's really good. I'm gonna take a sip of water in between each one just to kind of rinse out my mouth. Actually, I have some coconut water. I'm just gonna take a little swig. Okay. version number 2. That's really true. Right now, I can't tell the difference. Let's get another drink of water. Version number 3. I can't see the bottom. I have it covered with my hand, but I want you just to see what they look like. Okay, here's version number 3. Wow. Okay. This is really tough. I honestly right now I cannot tell the difference. So we're gonna go back to dish number 1 and I'm gonna try this again. Okay. I think dish number 1 is Thrive Life. It's really good. Okay. Dish number 2. I'm having a hard time telling. I think this second one, let's taste the third one again. Here's the third one. Oh. Okay. I think I got it. I think the first one is Thrive Life. Let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what they look like. All right, I think this one is Thrive Life. This second one right here, I think is store-bought with canned corn and store-bought mayonnaise. And I think this third one is the fresh mayonnaise with the farm stand egg and the fresh corn. That's my final answer. Let's see if I'm right. This was tough. When I've had a couple of people tell me that I needed to do a blind taste test, because really that's the only way that you're really gonna know or be able to tell the difference. Because when we make something from scratch, we're gonna be biased and automatically say it tastes better than something that is made from or came from the store. But I think when you do a blind taste test, most people won't even be able to tell the difference. So this was hard. All right, so we're gonna see if I was right. This is right here on my far left. I thought that this was Thrive Life. So we've got freeze dried right here. So I was right with this one, freeze dried, number 1. Number 2, I said was the store-bought brand. What is this? I was right again, store-bought. And so that means that this one is the homemade version of the Mexican corn salad. I nailed it. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I did a good job, and honestly, I did my best. I tried to make all 3 of them look exactly the same. So you can let me know in the video, and I really won't know until I play it back to see if they actually look the same. But I'm really proud of the results. They were all really good. Honestly, you can't go wrong. But if you're trying to avoid all of the preservatives that you are finding in your food, then making mayonnaise from scratch is so easy. It's not very expensive at all. Use whatever ingredients you have, and the Thrive Life is just as good. Honestly, I didn't even know that you could make mayonnaise from powdered eggs. I had no idea. So I'm really happy with all three of them. This is going to go great with our rump roast that we are having for dinner tonight, along with some roasted potatoes, smashed potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything back. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Taste Test Tuesday. I will see you back next time for another taste test video. Bye, everybody. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make mayonnaise, whether using fresh home I'm going to show you how easy it is to make mayonnaise, whether it being with freeze-dried eggs or with fresh eggs. So I have mayonnaise 3 ways, and we're going to add that to our elote, our corn salad, so we can taste each different type of mayonnaise. Now, the eggs that I bought for my homemade mayonnaise came from a farm stand up the street. And then I'm also going to use some freeze-dried eggs to make another batch of mayonnaise. So let me show you how you do it. Now, I have to preface this, and I don't like throwing shade at anybody. I love supporting people's channels. I do subscribe to the channels that I watch. I like, and sometimes I comment. I am a silent person sometimes when I watch videos, but I have been commenting more. But this one particular YouTube creator, I absolutely love her. I've been watching her since she was new. She just had a few thousand subscribers, and she went on this rant about making homemade mayonnaise, and it was like watching an infomercial. Remember those late night infomercials where they're trying to sell a spatula, so they show a person using a regular spatula and they just make a mess? It's like it's almost intentional. This is the impression that I got when I was watching her video. And really, she just made it a lot more difficult than it really needed to be. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is because I just don't believe in doing that. But I'm going to show you how easy it is. And this recipe in terms of equipment is an immersion blender. A lot of times the immersion blender comes with a container used. It fits the head of the immersion blender, but you can also use a wide mouth mason jar. So I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to make both versions of the mayonnaise at the same time. For the mayonnaise, for the fresh mayonnaise, I have an egg that I got from a farm stand up the street from my house, and I'm also going to make another batch using Thrive Life's scrambled egg. You're also going to need some Dijon mustard, some salt. I am going to throw in some pepper. And then instead of using lemon juice, I'm going to use apple cider vinegar. And then for each of our batches of egg, you're going to need a cup of oil. I am using avocado oil. All right, we're going to start with the fresh mayonnaise first. You're going to add your egg first. You're going to add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. You're also going to add just a little bit of salt. I do like to add garlic pepper and, I do like to add garlic powder and onion powder, but since the store-bought mayonnaise doesn't have any of that, I'm just going to stick with the natural ingredients aside from salt and pepper. You're also going to need about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, whatever you use. You can use both and just split it up. It still gives it a really nice flavor. I'm going to add my pepper, just a little dash. And finally, I'm going to add 1 cup of my avocado oil. After you add the avocado oil, just let it sit so all these ingredients can kind of settle down at the bottom. All right, now we're going to start making our mayonnaise using the Thrive Life scrambled egg mix. To make 1 egg, you're going to use 2 tablespoons of the egg powder. And you have to make it into a complete egg, so we're going to add 3 tablespoons of water. And we're going to mix that really well. Now that the egg is mixed, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. We're gonna add just a little bit of salt, a sprinkle of black pepper, and we don't wanna forget about our apple cider vinegar. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar just gives the mayonnaise a really nice twang. It's really good. Sometimes I use lemon juice. Sometimes I use rice wine vinegar. They're all really good. This is what it looks like inside. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a cup of oil. Now I have all my fresh ingredients for version 2 of my mayonnaise. Version 1 is gonna be store-bought. Version 2 is going to be homemade. And version 3, this is from freeze-dried eggs. All right, let's go ahead and make some mayonnaise. We're gonna start with the homemade fresh ingredients first. What you want to do is make sure that the bottom of your immersion blender sits flat on the bottom of your glass. You don't want to stir it and mix it around. You're going to turn it on, and when you see your eggs and oil start to emulsify and get a nice white color, then you can start moving your immersion blender up and down. Watch. See how it's starting to emulsify? Now I can start bringing in mayonnaise and incorporating it with the oil just in a nice slow up and down motion. See that in there. All right, I just rinsed off the head to my immersion blender. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make the mayonnaise using the Thrive Life scrambled egg mix. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put it flat down on the bottom of the jar and wait for it to start emulsifying before you lift your immersion blender in the up-down motion. Happens very quickly. There we go. It's very fast. It happens in no time. It's almost like magic. And once you learn how to make your own mayonnaise, you're never gonna wanna buy store-bought again. All right, let me show you what the mayonnaise is looking like now. This is our homemade mayonnaise made with fresh eggs, nice and creamy. It smells so good. And this is the mayonnaise that we made using Thrive Life's freeze-dried eggs. You all saw the ingredients that I added. They were simple, single ingredients. No preservatives, no funny things that you can't say, just eggs, oil, salt, and mustard. That's it, a little bit of acidity, and we're good to go. How easy was that? I hope you guys enjoyed the mayonnaise recipe and enjoyed the taste test video today. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I hope you all have a safe 4th of July. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see all of you in the next video.